Do not cross Scottie Pippen or his wife, Larsa Pippen, because you will get blasted on Twitter and the whole world is going to see it, especially if you owe the Pippen family, Francis. Are you ready for it? Drum roll, please.
I'm not very good at this.
$600,000.
Wow, that is quite a bit of pocket change.
You'd think chump change to someone like Scottie Pippen, but it's the principle that matters, and also I'll take $600,000 any day of the week.
Not pocket change to Scottie Pippen.
This guy, look, he can make that
He's
money.
not played for...
Press gigs, guest shows, autograph. He's fine. Scottie's doing it right. Plus, he's got 6 championship rings, so he's good too. TMZ's context on Pippen will be more important first. Around 2007, Pippen invested a ton of money with, are you ready for this? Christian Laettner, one of the most hated players of all time, and his partners to buy a stake in the Memphis Grizzlies. But when the deal fizzled, he never got his money back. Bum, bum, bum. Pippen sued Laettner and his partners and was awarded a $2.5 million judgment, but has not received the full amount.
Shocking.
Now, next, to the Pippen tweets. Larsa Pippen, verified, just like you, Francis. Hey, at Laettner B-Ball, are you ever going to pay us back, homie? It's crazy you've been fucking us around forever. Homie, how do you sleep at night? What I find amazing is you already defeated this guy in a lawsuit. He owes you the money, so let's just blast him on Twitter. I think it's the end line.
So
how do you sleep at night, homie?
It's a Donald Trump way of getting your point across. I mean, well, how else is everyone going to know that he owes you money? Through Twitter. That's the way to get your money back.
Do you think that's going to get your money back, or is he just going to go, pfft?
No, well, I mean, it's going to, fine well, there's going to be Pippen fans that are going to be drawn to that page, and they're going to continuously carry on the feed. Yeah, give him his money back. Yeah, well, you're right to give me $20.
It doesn't help that it's Christian Laettner, because first of all, there's an ESPN 30 for 30 about I Hate Christian Laettner, in which where he played at Duke University and eventually in the NBA. And he was an unbelievable talent in college basketball, the most unstoppable force in college basketball at that time. And of course, it just reinforced the already opinionated people of like Duke basketball is the worst. Not Coach K being like the worst as in bad, as in they're just the worst to watch.
Yeah.
Duke, no, they're so used to winning. It's amazing. The more you win, the more hate you get.
Of course. It's very true.
But win once, just once, and don't bother anybody, and they're like, oh, good for you.
Good job.
You got one.
The thing is, I think that the Pippins are very well aware of that disliking towards Laettner, and that's why they took it to Twitter, because if they took it to Twitter and they were attacking who's one of the most liked players in a modern day and age, if you were to go and try and attack Steph Curry for whatever reason. Brian
Scalabrine.
Then you'd be like, what are you doing? Scalabrine doesn't owe you shit. He doesn't owe anyone shit. That's his money. Whereas if you're taking it to someone who's already disliked in amongst the industry, it's going to send shockwaves. There's going to be people that are like, yeah, and he owed me $20 from school. Never paid me back. Cough it up.
Actually, let's bring that up, Francis. We have about a minute left on this clip.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's talk about Friday morning in the studio. This clip is, I think, going up on Saturday or Sunday. Friday morning, Jason walks into the studio. Francis says to Jason, Jason, would you like to get breakfast this morning? You got my breakfast burrito last week. I would like to repay the favor. Wow, Francis, that's so nice of you. Thank you for really repaying back the favor. You don't need to, because I'm such a good friend, colleague, and coworker. But you said, no, I insist. I insist. And then 10 o'clock rolls around. Then 11 o'clock rolls around. Then 11:30 rolls around. And Francis says, we could just do lunch. We could just do lunch instead. And I still got it because I'm your friend. And then 11:45 rolls around, and Francis says, I can't do lunch, so I go out with Dan, our EP, the true white knight of TYT Sports.
Was it my fault that the U.S. women's team had to lose, Jason? It's not my fault. I had to jump on and do some breaking news coverage of your national team losing out to the Swedes, to the Henrik Stensons of the U.S. women's soccer industry. So it's your fault, America.
To the guy who was on True Blood is Swedish, I believe.
How do you know that? Why do you know that? You could have went with Zlatan or Henrik Larsson, but no.
I just keep naming the same person. Comment below with what you think on either Scottie Pippen and his wife, Larsa Pippen, blasting Christian Laettner over $600,000. But more importantly, let Francis know that he owes me a goddamn breakfast burrito.
Don't send it on Twitter.
Like, favorite, and subscribe to TYT Sports. It goes a long way. We have a podcast coming soon, guys. We're very excited for it. We're going to get you a lot more information on it regarding where you can find it. It's going to be through TuneIn, FM, which is an app. We can tell you that for now. And next week, after we go through our tests and our episode and number 1 comes out, we'll blast it out in a couple other clips. So make sure to check that out. Listen to it if you'd like to hear more of us. And if not, just send all your hate to Francis on Twitter. Anyway, Facebook.com/TYT Sports.
Are you going to finish this anytime
And
soon?
new TYT t-shirts.
In which Dan
done.
and Jason wore matching t-shirts to go to lunch
We get
together.
lunch together. We have t-shirts together because someone appreciates me.
Matching t-shirts.